Okay, hi everybody. So today I am going to try to force Glycerine Rivers. I haven't done this before. I do a big water discount, usually soap around 1.7 to 1 water lye concentration. So I don't get them. I have gotten them once or twice, mostly by accident. Or, you know, kind of anticipating if I use higher water and some TD. But today I'm gonna try to force them on purpose. So what I've done is I've got 2/3 of my batch oils here, which I'm going to mix with my regular water lye of about 1.7 to 1 concentration. And then 1/3 of it I'm gonna do with much higher water, so about a 2.4 water to 1 lye mixture. So I've got those ready. Let me check the temps on everything and we'll mix this and see what happens. I'm hoping that I can get some Glycerine Rivers in my stripy, swirly part of the soap. So let's see. Okay, my mixtures are good. Do the bigger batch. Or actually, let me do more water first because it should definitely trace much slower. Have my big gloves because still waiting for gloves to come in the mail. Seems like you can't get much these days. Okay, just gonna mix this a little bit. Now I think I will put some TD in the bigger the batch of batter as well, just to kind of compare and see the difference in the two with the Glycerine Rivers if I get some. So we'll see, kind of use that as a control case. Now of course Auntie Clara has taught us all about this and how to do this. So, and no, I didn't actually pick up the phone and chat with her as much as I'd love to. She's written about this stuff, and she's written about the ghost swirl as well, and how to control a lot of these things scientifically. So it's very cool. If you haven't read any of her blog entries and articles on this stuff, definitely do it, because it's very informative and it's really cool as a soap maker, especially for those of us that love the science behind this stuff. So let me put my fragrance in here. This one's moving a little bit with more water. It's probably heating up quicker, so let's see here. I have to look and see how much fragrance goes in this one. I didn't control the fragrance too much. I used one that I'm pretty sure behaves fairly well, but with me, I feel like even ones I've used, I just never know what's going to happen, especially since I switched to my vegan-only recipes. Definitely retraining myself on this because it does definitely tend to move faster than a recipe with lard. So, all right, so let me get my colors here. Do some green. Some purpley. Do some black and some white. More black. I have to take it out of the glare of this light to see the shade. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of TD in this one. Make sure I don't have clumps in there. Trying to get my button gear here. Get this poured. Okay, I'm gonna put some TD in here too, as I mentioned, to try to make sure I get a little bit of a control batch here and see, you know, I don't usually have a problem with TD, but I just want to see it in the same batch with the different amounts of water for this experiment. Not going to put too much. I want the other white to pop. I see a soap speck in there somewhere. Let's just other soap, I'm sure. Okay. So now we're going to add our fragrance to this one. There it goes. Okay, I'm going to use my handy dandy Cheshire Cat. Love this thing from Custom Craft. I hope I don't get too close to the camera there so you can't see. Okay, so now we're going to do our colors, which have the higher water. And everything's moving again, it never fails. Get some nice thin stripes. This a little stir. There's our stripes. Now, yes, that is a hair clip. When I tilt the mold, it always flops over. It's getting pretty thick, as you can see, so I think we'll still get some nice swirls with the hanger. Yes, I am a messy soaper. C'est la vie, right? Doesn't matter how you get there. It's the destination. Although sometimes the journey can be quite fun, so. It's a messy journey, but it gets there. That's what matters. Okay, let me give this a slam. Don't want to pound too much after I use the hanger. So we're gonna see if we can get a little bit of a butterfly action going here. We'll see. I just hope that some of the swirly bits have the rivers. So that's what I'm hoping. Clean up a bit of my mess here before I finish the top. And then, of course, I'm going to pop this to make sure it gels and to help force those rivers. And most of the time, when I do a soap, unless I do something really specific, I have no idea what I'm going to do at the top. And I tend not to plan that anymore mostly because if I plan something swirly and smooth, it ends up accelerating. And if I plan something textured, I end up standing there waiting for an hour. So it just goes to show you, best laid plans. So I just go with the flow these days mostly, because as important as the tops are, unless I use embeds or something, I'm really not too worried about it. More worried about what's in my soap design, because for me, most of the fun of soaping comes from the surprise of what happened inside. It's like opening Christmas presents or something every time. And of course, as most of you know, when it comes out as you envisioned, you're super stoked. And when it doesn't, sometimes you're also super stoked, because sometimes it comes out cooler than planned. Well, sometimes they're just kind of ugly, but not usually. Soap is kind of by its nature, to me, beautiful. So kind of gotta let it do its own thing. At least that's my opinion. We don't all have to agree, and we don't all have to do the same thing. Okay, let's give this a little swirl and then stick it in the oven. Already made more mess. I'm gonna give it one little mini pound. done. And we will pop this bad boy, and I'll be back either later or tomorrow. I will show you the cut, and hopefully we have some rivers. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't have the highest hopes for this. I see a little bit in the white. Just a little bit in the white. That's disappointing. Maybe I should have kept more heat on it. See them in the white. The little swirl didn't come out very nice either. So overall, pretty disappointed in this. But I'll have to try it again. That one looks like a little butterfly. A little bit. But still, not seeing any rivers in the color, just in the white part. So I just got them from the TD. So I'm gonna have to do some more experimenting, I think. Yep, overall, kind of a failed experiment there. But we'll try it again.